You need to try this facelift challenge. It only takes 3 minutes. Let's be real, sometimes moisturizers don't cut it. So sometimes you need a different tactic. Something that can work on its own or even enhance the moisturizer you already use. And get this, you'll see a lifted face and amazing results in just a day. Get ready to find out this new discovery.
On the inside, we never really get old. After all, you're still the same person, just as full of life. But while we may feel young, our appearance begins to tell a different story. Until one day you look in the mirror and, all at once, a new thought pops into your head. How can that be me? It hurts to feel like your best days could be behind you. But what if your fate wasn't set in stone? What if one day, not so long from now, you could look in the mirror and see the real you staring back, as radiant and vibrant as ever? If that sounds too good to be true, then take a look at this before and after picture. This woman did not get a facelift. In fact, she didn't get surgery at all. All she did was give her skin the energy to lift its appearance, the same vital energy that kept it looking firm and tight decades ago. And thanks to a new discovery from 11,154 feet below sea level, you can now wake up your skin right at home. I don't know if you'll get the same results as the woman in these photos. However, 95.83% of women who tried this new solution reported looking significantly younger. And here's the best part. All they had to do was make one 45-second adjustment to their daily routine. What is their secret? I made this video to share it with you now, so you can use it to take 10, 15, or even 20 years off your appearance without getting surgery or even leaving your house. Who am I? My name is Victoria Renee, and I'm what's called a visible aging researcher. It's my job to find new ways to look more youthful with less effort. And what I've learned is, if you want the biggest age-reversing results, you need to target the biggest sign of age. No, I'm not talking about wrinkles. Sure, when we lean in and look up close in the mirror, it's often the lines and wrinkles that jump out at us. But everyone else sees us from the outside. And in their eyes, something else is jumping out, screaming old age. You see, according to the American Society of Dermatologic Surgery, the biggest sign of age is actually sagging skin, especially on the lower half of the face, on the neck, and around the jawline. When folks look at you, it's front and center, showing them someone older, someone you're not. To see what I mean, take another look at these two photos. If you look closely at the before picture, you'll notice she not only looks much older, but also more tired, more worn out, maybe even a bit grumpy. Whereas in the after photo, she looks like a completely new person, friendlier, happier, and years younger. The only difference? Sagging skin. But if you've been unable to lift its appearance, it's not your fault. The topical solutions on the market can only take you so far. Now, don't get me wrong. Many of these tightening creams are designed to boost collagen and elastin, and that's definitely the right goal. After all, these two youth proteins make up your skin's inner structure, keeping it firm, tight, and defined. So if you want to lift the look of sagging skin, restoring collagen and elastin is absolutely crucial. But most tightening products are designed to do exactly that. So why are the results often so disappointing? The reason is simple. These products are demanding your cells make more collagen and elastin without giving them the fuel they need to get it done. In other words, they're flooring the gas pedal while leaving the tank on empty. And what happens when you try to drive with no gas? That's right, absolutely nothing. Of course, your skin cells don't run on gasoline, but they do require a constant supply of energy. Rudy Tanzi, the Kennedy Professor of Neurology at Harvard University, explains, I think we all agree in the aging field that as you get older, one of the things that happens is that you lose cellular energy. Our battery starts to run down, so to speak, and the battery fuel in a cell is ATP. ATP is short for adenosine triphosphate, and it's the fuel that powers every cell in your body. Your body makes it from your food, then uses it for, well, pretty much everything. World-famous doctor and best-selling author Fred Pescatore, MD, says, ATP keeps your heart beating and your brain thinking. It facilitates every biochemical reaction and every vital biological function imaginable. And your skin is no different. According to celebrity esthetician Melanie Simon, whose clients include Jennifer Aniston and Sandra Bullock, ATP is necessary for your body to produce collagen and elastin. She continues, but ATP declines as we age, so no matter how great my diet is or my skincare routine, without ATP, it just cannot be transformed into the internal materials that keep our skin looking youthful. So you could be applying collagen-boosting creams 10 times a day, but if your cells aren't getting the fuel they need to make that collagen, you're never going to get the age-reversing results you're looking for. So instead of strong-arming your skin into tightening up, why not just give it the energy it needs to lift itself? Once you give your skin the energy it's been begging for and finally start restoring youthful levels of collagen and elastin, you naturally regain the tight, firm look that's been out of reach for who knows how long. Remember these before and after photos? They're from a cosmetic treatment called laser resurfacing. And can you guess how it works? If you said, by targeting ATP energy, you're absolutely right. New York dermatologist Dr. Marnie Nussbaum explains, what non-surgical skin tightening with lasers does is target energy in the layers of the skin to stimulate that collagen and elastin production. Most people see full results within 6 sessions, and nowadays you can get all 6 for $5,100, much cheaper than a facelift. However, thanks to the new discovery I'm about to show you, you can now target your skin's energy without sitting through session after session of red-hot laser treatments. How? It's all thanks to an epic collaboration between NASA and 26 other research groups. In 2010, they joined forces to explore a new frontier, the mysterious depths of the open ocean. They sent a probe 11,154 feet below the ocean's surface, 10 times deeper than the deepest scuba dive ever recorded, where temperatures are just 3 degrees above freezing, with bone-crushing pressure and absolutely no sunlight. The last thing they expected to find down there was a plant. So imagine their surprise when they discovered a plant was not only living in those shadowy depths, but flourishing. Its ability to produce energy under such extreme conditions is remarkable. But what's even more remarkable is the way these unique energizing properties transform into human skin. Scientists ran lab tests on this bizarre sea plant, and they found it enhanced ATP in human skin by an incredible 32%. Since you lose 8% of your ATP every decade, that's like getting back the ATP you had 30 years ago. When I saw these test results, my heart started to race. Could this discovery hold the key to lifting sagging skin? There was only one way to know for sure: conduct a placebo-controlled clinical study. But as I dug deeper, I found out a team of biotech researchers had already done just that. In this study, subjects applied this odd sea plant to one half of their face and a serum with no active ingredients to the other half. When the researchers measured the results 30 minutes later, they couldn't believe their eyes. The treated side of their faces already looked significantly more lifted and defined after just 30 minutes. It must have been a strange experience for the women in the study, because while they were watching one side of their face look tighter and tighter, the other side stayed exactly the same. I'd never seen anything like it, and the results only got more dramatic with time. After 28 days, the firming effect more than doubled, while the lifting effect nearly tripled. And there was a surprising side effect. Since the skin was finally able to tighten itself, it tightened away some of the wrinkles too, reducing wrinkle depth by as much as 44%. Amazing! By targeting ATP production, this discovery was virtually recharging the skin and taking years off its appearance. And here's the best part. These biotech researchers found a way to grow this deep-sea discovery in their lab. The very same algae-like sea plant with the same ATP-supporting properties. They're calling it Sertalis. I immediately reached out to these researchers, flooding them with questions about their age-defying breakthrough. And they were so thrilled I had taken an interest in their research, they showed me an algae extract that multiplies the effects of Sertalis. You see, the Sertalis is enough to restore a firmer, tighter look. But even with all the collagen and elastin coming in, you still need to protect your existing collagen and elastin. That's where Laminaria saccharina fits in. This brown algae helps your collagen and elastin stay out of harm's way, reinforcing their natural defenses by up to 64%. Once you stop losing collagen and elastin, your skin can go back to looking the way it did years ago, before it ever started to droop. It sounds crazy, but science shows it's true. In a 30-day clinical trial, Laminaria saccharina tightened skin by an average of 12.7%. That's a massive lifting effect, especially considering this algae is 100% natural. Further studies show Laminaria can help support your skin barrier, boosting hydration by 24%, promote a firmer, smoother look and feel, rejuvenate 12 other key lifting proteins in addition to collagen and elastin, decrease wrinkle size by 15.7% within 60 days. Now, after seeing these extraordinary results, you might be thinking, why haven't I seen Laminaria in the anti-aging creams at the store? The reason is simple. The big skincare companies can't find a way to mass produce it. You see, this algae has to be manually harvested from a small stretch of the North Atlantic. And since the winter cold can ruin its tightening properties, it can only be harvested during a narrow window right before winter begins. So even though it's one of the best lifting ingredients on the planet, most companies won't go through the trouble to get it. They just don't see it as profitable. But the more you learn about this algae, the more you realize combining it with Sertalis could actually increase the power of both ingredients. As the Sertalis fuels your skin's ability to defy gravity and the Laminaria reinforces your lifting results, the effects build on each other in a continuous cycle of looking younger and younger. And since the big skincare companies are too bloated to source the Laminaria, let alone grow the Sertalis, I decided to take matters into my own hands. 8 months and dozens of lab tests later, my team and I had successfully blended these two natural ingredients into one super concentrated lifting serum. Based on the ingredient studies, I was sure this serum could be life-changing for anyone struggling with sagging skin. But even though it was perfect on paper, I had to measure the results on real people before I started celebrating. So my research staff conducted a user group trial with 28 women aged 40 to 80. Some were excited to try this new energy-based approach. Others had lost hope of ever seeing firm, youthful skin in the mirror again. Would this formula succeed where so many others had failed? To my amazement, it not only succeeded, every single user said their skin looked and felt tighter after just 30 minutes. That's when I knew I had stumbled onto something big. In my entire career, I've never seen a topical solution work for every user, let alone after only 30 minutes. But that was just the beginning. Over the next 4 weeks, these women watched their appearance gradually transform as more changes showed up in the mirror. 91.9% saw a significant improvement in their fine lines and wrinkles. 96.3% reported seeing less sagging in their cheeks or jowls. 95.7% said their skin looked and felt firmer. 92.59% said their sagging skin now looked not just tighter, but significantly tighter. And after 8 weeks of use, the results became even more astonishing. 95.83% noticed less sagging around their jawline, the most difficult part to lift. 100% experienced a lifting effect. They could literally feel the difference. 100% saw less of that loose skin that can be so frustrating. And here's my favorite. 95.83% of users who tried this serum reported looking significantly younger. Users like 68-year-old Nancy G, who wrote,
"Several of my friends have asked me what I've done that makes me look younger. When they found out that it's the serum that is helping my skin look so much younger, they were amazed and wanted to know where to get it. This serum has tightened the skin on my neck, around my mouth, around my eye area, and my forehead. It instantly makes my skin feel tighter, lifted, more hydrated, and it has a cumulative effect. The fine lines disappear, the larger ones are significantly softened. My skin looks and feels significantly younger."
And when Nancy says her skin looks significantly younger, she's not joking. See for yourself. The difference is just incredible. Notice how much her cheeks sagged in the before picture, and how after 8 weeks, that same skin is now lifted. The deep grooves have been reduced to a barely noticeable line. And it didn't end there. The lines on her forehead and under her eyes have almost disappeared entirely. Isn't that amazing? By combining the skin recharging power of Sertalis with the restorative properties of the Laminaria algae, we had created the most powerful lifting formula I've ever seen. I call it Uplift Firming Serum by City Beauty. It's the first and only formula to combine these natural marine ingredients into one ultra-concentrated serum, and it gets results I didn't think were possible, visually energizing your skin to lift years off your appearance. I recommend this serum for women whose skin has begun to droop or sag, especially around the jawline and the lower half of the face. However, we found it's powerful enough to work on your neck, too. In fact, 91.67% of users said this serum made their neck look tighter and firmer, while also reducing neck wrinkles. And more importantly, 94.9% of users said their neck looked younger. That's a big deal because the neck area is considered the most difficult to repair. But it doesn't stop there. In addition to lifting the look of your face and neck, Uplift Firming Serum is also formulated to reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles, especially around your eyes and mouth, restore a more defined-looking jawline, repair the look of sagging skin for a dramatic contouring effect, deliver visible firming results within just 30 minutes, erase the appearance of puffy under-eye bags for a healthier, wide-awake look, plump your skin full of lasting hydration thanks to a high dose of hyaluronic acid, add volume to the look of thin skin so it looks like it did years ago, tighten the appearance of jowls in as little as 4 weeks. Altogether, the result is an almost complete transformation of aging skin, one that takes years off your appearance. So when people look at you, they see you instead of someone older. But as powerful as this formula is, Sertalis and Laminaria are only effective at the proper concentrations. Of course, that doesn't stop many companies from sprinkling tiny amounts of high-end ingredients into their products, adding just enough to brag about those ingredients on the label. Then they charge $200, $400, and in some cases $600 for these products, even if they didn't add enough of the expensive ingredients to have any effect. If that makes you angry, I'm right there with you. That's why I'm committed to doing the exact opposite. And it's why, even though it costs a pretty penny, I formulated this new solution with the same high concentrations as the studies. The same concentrations that led to those transformative lifting results, all packed into one super concentrated serum. It wasn't cheap, but if you've watched your skin sink lower and lower in the mirror, if you worry it will only get worse as time goes on, and if the solutions you've tried keep letting you down, then you know just how much fixing this problem is worth. How amazing would it feel to catch a glimpse of your reflection and realize you're starting to look the way you did when you were much younger? Until now, this was just a fantasy. But women like you are already experiencing these results firsthand. Here's what a handful of them had to say. My skin looks and feels lifted and younger the way it did 10 to 15 years ago. I can't believe how many of my fine lines and wrinkles have disappeared. I was at the doctor's office and the nurse commented twice how good my skin looked. Julie G., age 58. This product is magic. My skin looks younger overall, tighter, lifted, and with what can only be described as a youthful glow. I love the way it feels on my skin and the glow it gives my complexion. It absorbs quickly, plumps up my skin, and leaves it feeling more awake. But mostly, I like the results. It's quite astonishing how quickly you notice the difference. This serum significantly reduced fine lines and wrinkles all over my face and neck. It's evened out my skin tone, lifted any sagging areas, hydrated and repaired my skin. It makes my skin look like I've just had a facial and I just look younger. I just can't believe how well this serum works. Annette C., age 56. I used to work as a makeup artist and cosmetic department store manager for high-end cosmetics. This serum really outperforms any other serum I have tried, and I have tried a lot of products. My appearance looks so much younger. My skin is much more radiant and has a smoother texture.
It is also noticeably firmer, and my enlarged pores have diminished in size. My neck is tighter and more youthful looking, and my skin looks so much better overall. I also love that my fine lines around my mouth, eyes, and above my lip have diminished greatly and are not even visible anymore. I get compliments from my kids and husband on how young I look. This serum really does what it says it will do. My skin is a lot firmer and tauter than it used to be. I would recommend this to anyone who wants younger looking skin. Rhett D, age 60. I have noticed an overall tightening effect on my skin. It feels like it did 15 years ago. There is more firmness and a more youthful glow. I especially have seen a difference in the deeper crow's feet lines at the corner of my eyes. The wrinkle at the top of my nose is almost gone. I was confident enough in the look of my skin to go to work without makeup for the first time in nearly 2 years, and my coworkers commented on how great my skin looks. Dana W., age 51.
For best results, simply apply Uplift to any areas where you'd like to see a firmer look. Because the ingredients are so concentrated, a thin layer is all you need to get the full lifting effect. You'll notice the lightweight serum absorbs within seconds, leaving behind almost no residue. Many users say it feels invigorating, like your skin is waking up. After about 30 minutes, check the mirror to see if you notice your skin looks tighter along your jaw and chin, forming a sort of V-shaped appearance. I call this the V-lift effect. Also, touch your skin to see if it feels firmer. If you're like me, you'll be able to feel the difference. As the days go by and your transformation continues to unfold, pay close attention to your biggest problem areas, because that's likely where you'll see the biggest changes. In my case, I noticed about 4 weeks in, the loose skin on my cheeks had almost completely firmed up. After 8 or so weeks, my jawline now looks the way it did in my wedding photos. And my wedding was 23 years ago. Of course, appearance isn't everything, but it is how we express ourselves to the world. And when it no longer matches who you are inside, looking in the mirror can become a heartbreaking experience. Perhaps that's why so many women are willing to spend $12,000 on a facelift. In fact, in high-demand areas like Los Angeles, a facelift from a respected surgeon can cost as much as $30,000. Compared to that, even the $600 firming serums at the department store might start to look like a pretty good deal. Trouble is, most of those serums hardly have any effect at all. Even if they use proven ingredients at the proper concentrations, which many of them don't, the results are usually subtle at best, simply because they fail to provide the necessary energy. So a serum like Uplift, which actually transforms your appearance, is no doubt worth more than a cabinet full of these other products. Here's what Jill F. from the Uplift user study had to say. I would trade in all my bottles of serum for just this one. No comparison. But it's not just about looking younger. Sure, looking younger is amazing. There's nothing like the look on your friend's face when she sees how little you've aged. But what's most amazing is the way you start to feel. Imagine looking in the mirror and feeling thrilled with what you see. Would you feel more confident when you're out and about? Would you feel happier? I'm sure you'll agree, you can't put a price on that. So is it any wonder that after the Uplift trial group ended, the users were offering us as much as $400 to get more? The good news is, I'm not going to charge you $400 or $300 nor even $200 per bottle today. I believe the joy of youthful beauty is something everyone should have access to, which is why if you saw Uplift in a department store, the price tag would read no more than $115,
a fraction of what these stores charge for other serums.
But today, you won't even pay that much. By cutting out the middleman department stores to eliminate retail markups and offering Uplift directly to you online, I'm able to push our price all the way down to just $85 per bottle, much lower than we were expecting. However, because you're still here, I can tell you're clearly interested in looking more youthful. So, to thank you for spending your valuable time with me today and to welcome you into the City Beauty family, I've arranged a special new customer price for you. When you order Uplift Firming Serum through this presentation today, you'll pay just $59. That's a full 30% off the price everyone else pays on our website. And since this serum also lifts the look of your neck, chest, even your arms, I've put together some multi-bottle packages with even deeper discounts. I've arranged this new customer price offer to earn your business because I know once you try this groundbreaking solution for yourself, and witness the transformation on your own skin, you'll come back for more and maybe even try some of our other beauty solutions. But this special offer is only available through this video presentation and only while supplies last. So if you're ready to start lifting years off your appearance, now is the time. Just click the Next Step button below to get started. You can feel safe knowing your entire order is protected by our hassle-free 60-day money-back guarantee. That means when your Uplift arrives in the mail, you can take it for a 60-day test run. If it isn't everything you were hoping for, if your skin doesn't look firmer within 30 minutes and significantly more lifted as the weeks go by, simply reach out to our friendly customer support team and we'll refund your investment right away, even if you use the entire supply. So there are only two possibilities. Either you fall in love with Uplift Firming Serum and the way it takes years off your appearance, or you don't pay, meaning you'll have gotten to try this revolutionary formula for free. So click the button below to try Uplift Firming Serum risk-free. We just finished a fresh batch and it's ready to ship straight to your door. But if history is any indication, we could run out at any time. When we first released this formula, word spread so fast, our whole supply sold out within just 11 hours. All 15,140 bottles. Now, this new batch is a bit bigger than the first, but it's only a matter of time before we run out again. And since the algae harvest only happens once a year, it could take us 9 months to make more. So click the button below now to try Uplift before we run out. Of course, if you're happy with your current routine and the results you're seeing already, I can understand if you decide to stick with it. But if you're still struggling with sagging on the lower half of your face, loose cheeks or jowls, drooping along your jawline, slack skin under your chin or on your neck, then you've now reached a fork in the road with two paths to choose from. Path number 1 is to do nothing. When this video is over, you can choose to leave this page and ignore everything you learned today. But deep down, you know exactly what will happen if you choose this path. As time marches on and your skin sinks lower and lower, it can leave you looking less and less like yourself. Some even find themselves dreading the mirror because all it shows them is an elderly stranger. If it's any comfort, there's no shame in taking path number 1. It's the same path our parents endured and their parents before them. But today, I'd like to offer you a second path. Path number 2 is simply to click the button below. When you click the button below, you'll join thousands of women who are already using Uplift to reverse the appearance of sagging skin.
Wouldn't it be amazing to see a firm, well-defined contour in the mirror again, instead of watching your skin sink lower and lower?
Imagine smiling to yourself as you step out the door because you know folks are seeing the real you. And imagine the peace of mind you'd enjoy knowing with each passing day, you look a little younger than you did the day before, almost as if you're aging backwards. Instead of thinking about your appearance, you can focus on enjoying the present moment and living your life to the fullest. And that, my friend, is how you're supposed to feel, how you deserve to feel. But it's up to you to take the first step, so click the button below now to get started. It says Next Step. I'd like to thank you for spending your valuable time with me today. Stay beautiful. Victoria Renee. If you're still here, you probably have some questions, so I'd like to take a moment and answer some frequently asked questions. Let's dive right in. Other firming solutions didn't work for me. How is Uplift different? This is an excellent question because so many of these products don't live up to their promises. To be fair, most of them have the right goal, especially if they're designed to boost collagen and elastin. The problem is they're not giving your skin the energy it needs to make it happen. That's why I added a high concentration of Certalis to the Uplift formula. This deep-sea breakthrough has been shown to enhance skin's energy levels by 32%. As a result, you can start restoring youthful levels of collagen and elastin naturally and finally lift your skin's appearance back up. How do I use Uplift Firming Serum? For best results, apply the serum morning and evening, after cleansing, but before moisturizing. As you twist off the cap, the smart dropper automatically fills itself with a precisely measured pea-sized amount. Simply press the button on the lid to dispense the serum onto your fingertips. Then, massage into your skin using a gentle upward motion. Due to the high concentrations of active ingredients, a thin layer is all you need. Just give the serum 25 seconds to fully absorb before applying your moisturizer or heavier creams. Who should use Uplift Firming Serum? This serum is perfect for anyone who wants firmer, tighter skin. So if you've noticed any sagging skin on your cheeks, jawline, neck, or under your eyes, this serum might be the ideal solution. In my experience, the lower your skin droops, the more dramatic your results will be. However, if your skin has only just begun to lose elasticity, the ingredients in this formula can also prevent your appearance from sinking lower. By the way, if you're like me, you may also want to firm the look of your chest, arms, knees, or other areas. If so, I highly recommend stocking up today while we're still offering additional discounts on multi-bottle packages. Can this formula be used on sensitive skin? Yes. I designed this formula to be suitable for even the most sensitive skin. I was careful to use active ingredients that are both natural and gentle. Plus, I added skin-loving ingredients like aloe vera, so the formula soothes your skin every time you apply it. Uplift Firming Serum is also formaldehyde-free, paraben-free, alcohol-free, phthalate-free, sulfate-free, animal testing-free, gluten-free, caffeine-free, soy-free, dairy-free, peanut-free, lacto-ovo-vegetarian, pH-balanced, cruelty-free, certified by PETA. And just like all City Beauty formulas, Uplift has been third-party quality tested to ensure you're getting exactly what's on the label. What if Uplift doesn't work for me? I'm confident you'll be blown away by the lifted look you achieve with this formula. But whenever you try something new, there's always a chance it's not right for you. And if you aren't 100% satisfied with Uplift Firming Serum, then I don't want you to pay for it. That's why you're covered by our 60-day money-back guarantee. Test the serum for yourself. If it's not everything you were hoping for, your refund is just a quick phone call away. Simply call 800-347-1558 or send an email to support@citybeauty.com. Our U.S.-based customer support team will take care of you promptly. No hassles, no hard feelings. This contact info is also on your product box, as well as our website. You have a full 60 days to make up your mind, and I want you to give this formula a fair try. So feel free to use your entire supply before you decide whether to keep it. Well, that's all for today. So go ahead and click the button below and prepare to start seeing a years younger look in the mirror.